One of my favorite small evergreen trees, probably only gets about 20 to 30 feet, is known as the dragon eye pine. And if you look, it's got a lot of variegation in the foliage. It's just not solid green. It's got white and green, and it's just a fantastic plant for your garden, and you can just see the beautiful color this has. I like to plant plants in a place where they fill that space but don't get too big. This is one of the beautiful dwarf arborvitae, and they come in a variety of colors. It is important, if you get one and you're going to plant it close to the home like this, that it is dwarf and you find out what the maximum height. Maximum height on this might be maybe 8 feet, but it has beautiful different colored foliage, especially during the winter or fall. But this is related to the giant arborvitae, which can get 40, 50, 60 feet tall, which I don't always recommend. One of my favorite evergreens is the gold mop cypress, also known as threadleaf cypress. But if you look behind me, it's pretty big. Many of us have this planted around our homes as a foundation plant. This is 40 years old. So when we planted it, we thought it was going to stay small, but as you can see, it really got big. So if you plant this, make sure you give it plenty of room. It's not going to stay nice and little just like this unless you really get a special dwarf. But again, the gold mop cypress is a great plant for bright color, and it glows in the garden. Boxwoods are great additions to the garden. They're deer resistant. They'll grow in a wide variety of conditions. They'll grow in full sun, but they'll also grow in bright shade. Some of the things that I like about the boxwoods are that you can get different sizes, different heights, different varieties. One of the things I would look for if you're going to buy boxwoods is the maximum height and shape, but also look into the disease resistance. Some varieties have a better disease resistance than others. I like, Green Mound, Green Mountain. I mean, there's so many great, neat varieties that you can have in the garden. There's some that are columnar, and there's some that are sort of rounded, and there's some that are even flat in their growth. I'm Mark Viette. Join me next time in the garden.
For more garden tips, go to inthegardenradio.com.